So today we got 3 Pokemon carts. These two, I think it's just the saves. They do load just fine, so I think it'll just be a battery swap on those. On this one, I'm not sure exactly what it is. It could just be a battery and the way it's handling the error. So, like the title screen loads and everything. I can show you. It's when I actually try to start a new game. So I'll do new game, and you'll see what happens. Makes that error. And I'm not too familiar with these games, these cartridges, and what happens if the battery is dead. But it just kind of sits there on loop. And it's actually kind of creepy. Let's see if I can come in a little closer. It's kind of hard to tell, but Professor Oak has a angry look on his face. So I think what we'll do first with all 3, we'll just go ahead and swap the batteries, and we'll test again to see if that's it. We'll give them a cleaning with alcohol as well. So let's go ahead and take these apart. All right. These look like they're, I mean, besides the label being a little bit faded just from repeated use, it looks like the blue one's in pretty good condition. It looks like the gold ones are in really good condition. Huh. There we go. Yeah, that one looks pretty good. This one looks pretty good. I'm not sure if the blue one is supposed to have a crystal on it. There's like the, I know that Pokemon Gold will actually keep track of the time. I'm not sure if these one, if Pokemon Blue does. So, I'm not sure if this battery's already been replaced. I'm going to look at these up close. I'll let you know if I see anything off. Yeah, everything looks exactly how it should. So, we're just going to go ahead and replace these batteries. Be right back with my irons heated up. Alright, my iron's hot. I got my crappy tweezers. I'm just going to put some pressure under the battery, just a little lightly, so I can lift this up. That's one side. Now I'll just grab onto the battery. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to do the same thing on all 3. We can go ahead and just confirm the voltages on these batteries. Should be 3.5-ish, maybe a little more. And let's compare that to a known working one. That was only like 15 millivolts. So not even 1 volt. Let's take a look. .2, 3.3 volts for a good one. Turn this around. 3.3. I measure this dead one. 17 millivolts. So it's dead. Let's check the other ones. 52 millivolts. It's dead. One millivolt. That's super dead. Okay. So these are gone. And let's go ahead and install the new ones. see, we got our positive lead. It's going to be this one. I'm just going to press that down. When I heat this up, it should go right into place. And we'll do the other side. Looks good. I think I'll add just a little more. I'm just going to add it to the tip of my iron. And hold this down. Good. Just needs to be held in place. All right, I'm going to do that for all of them. I'll be right back. I mean, all said and done, these cartridges, they look pretty good. I'm surprised they were sold as not working just because the batteries. I guess the Pokemon Blue is more understandable if it is the battery issue. Let's put these together and test. I did determine that there wasn't supposed to be a crystal in blue. This is exactly how it's supposed to look. I don't think any of these have been touched ever. There's no water damage that I can see. Let's put these back together and we'll give them a test. I'm going to make sure they all save and retain their data. I'll be right back after I've got them together, and we'll see what's going on. All right, this is the blue one. Let's see if we get past that screen that we did before. No. Still the same thing. Interesting. Let me take it apart and we'll take a closer look at what's going on. Maybe it just needs a reflow. I'm pretty confident these gold ones will be fine, but let's double check. I'll be right back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reflow the chip. We're going to reflow all the chips just to see if that works. We're going to start with this DMG one. Just going to add a little bit of flux. And get some new solder. And we're going to go through pin by pin and just make sure each joint is completely solid. I'm hoping that this is just a case of cold joints. I don't see why this would become corrupted. So let's go ahead and do that. And this cartridge looked completely untouched, so I don't see why there'd be any issues. There's no water damage. I feel like it'd be pretty rare for this to just be corrupted. I don't see why that would happen. It might be something I don't know about. I mean, the volatile memory should basically just erase itself when there's no power. That's why it needs the battery for the save. Those look great. Let's do the other side. A little bit of flux. And I'm hoping that, adding some extra solder, it's going to future-proof this. So if it does get a cold joint again, there's going to be enough material there to prevent that from happening from a very, very long time, if ever happening again at all. A lot of times they don't use a lot of solder. I mean, you can see this is factory, and you can still see like the edges of the pin all the way around. So if one of those isn't connected well, that's going to cause an issue if there's a cold joint. Or if the board was flexed for whatever reason, if the cartridge got flexed, one of those joints could have broken. It's not solid anymore. Let's do this one too. I'm just going to get them all while we're here. Might not need to, but like I said, I want it to work long term. This game is old too. One more side. All right, let's clean up and test. Let's see. So this is where it froze last time. Let's check. Looks good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and go through, and we'll get to a save point, and we'll be back. I'll let you know if it's still working. All right, just got through. I just saved it. My name's Gary in here. I'm going to save again. It says Gary saved the game. Power off. Power back on. If this is working, I'm going to call it for this video. So we got the new battery. We reflowed everything. Let's see. Continue. That's a good sign. Gary. Right on. Right where I left off. Alright, I'm going to call this a successful fix. I'm just going to reassemble, and then we're going to find these games some new homes where they'll be played and appreciated. I'm never going to play it. I don't like Pokemon that much, but I do like fixing things. So that's that. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. We'll do something else.